Namaskar, this is Tulja Bhavani. I welcome you all to my online classes in law, especially to the wing of business law. This is a course which is designed for the BCom students online, BCOC133. Today, we are going to learn about acceptance and essentials of a valid acceptance. Acceptance. According to Section 2, Clause B, when a person to whom the offer is made signifies his assent thereto, the offer is said to have been accepted. An offer, when accepted, becomes a promise. Here, when a person to whom the offer is made signifies his assent thereto, when you are making an offer to the other person and the other person gives his willingness, it is called as an acceptance and your proposal is said to be accepted. Once your proposal is accepted, it becomes a promise. For example, I have made a proposal to Mr. Satya saying that, "Hello Mr. Satya, will you come with me for a cup of coffee?" So for this proposal, Mr. Satya has accepted. When he has accepted my proposal, it means he has given me a promise. हेलो मिस्टर सत्या, क्या आज शाम को तुम मेरे साथ कॉफ़ी पीने चलोगे? और जब सत्या ने मेरे प्रपोजल को एक्सेप्ट किया, इसका मतलब है कि उसने शाम को मेरे साथ कॉफ़ी पीने का वादा किया है. Now, dear viewers, here you can see in the picture that one person is saying hi and another person is showing his thumbs up. He is saying that he has accepted the proposal. So the proposal is again the same. Will you buy my laptop for 50,000 rupees? The other person has accepted. Right. Now the question arises, to whom an acceptance has to be given? अब यहाँ पर सवाल ये उठता है कि हम अपनी स्वीकृति किसे प्रदान करें. सो भैया, जिसने आपको प्रपोज किया है, जिसने आपके सामने प्रस्ताव रखा है, आपको अपनी स्वीकृति उसी को प्रदान करनी पड़ेगी. एन एक्सेप्टेंस हैज़ टू बी गिवन ओनली टू द पर्सन or the persons from whom the offer was made. The one who has given you the offer, you have to give your acceptance only to that person. Here, Mr. Rana Pratap has made a proposal to Padmini saying that, "Will you marry me?" It is only Padmini who has to decide and give her acceptance to Mr. Rana Pratap saying that, "Yes, I am willing to marry you." It is not the father of Padmini, it is not the mother of Padmini who has to give the acceptance, because it is Padmini who is going to live lifelong with Mr. Rana Pratap. So who has made a proposal? The person who has made the proposal, acceptance should be given only to that person. Kinds of acceptance. Dear viewers, as I said that an acceptance can be given in two ways. It can be express acceptance or implied acceptance. Express acceptance are those acceptance which are given by words spoken or by words written. So once you are giving your acceptance, you have to give your acceptance either by words spoken or by words written. On the other hand, you can find implied acceptance. Whatever picture you are able to see, there are two parties which are speaking with each other and they are writing also something. So here the acceptance is given by words spoken as well as by words written. On the other hand, you can find the implied acceptance. Implied acceptance is that acceptance which is given neither by words spoken nor by words written. Based on the body language of the other party, we can say that the acceptance is being given. Here you can see that a van is being stopped. This is rainy season. July month is going on and it is a rainy season. So these ladies have gathered together and they started to make some picnic program. So as the weather condition is not good, the driver has stopped the vehicle without asking the girls, and the girls have also started coming out of the vehicle without the permission of the driver. It is an implied acceptance by both the parties. It is an implied acceptance of the driver that the vehicle will be stopped until the weather gets cleaned up. Until the weather is cleaned and the rain gets stopped, these ladies are going to enjoy the weather. यहाँ पर ये लड़कियां जो हैं बहुत ही खिलखिलाकर बाहर आ रही हैं गाड़ी से. क्यों आ रही हैं? क्योंकि मौसम जो है बदल गया है और बाहर बारिश हो रही है. इस बारिश के मौसम को देखकर गाड़ी आगे तो जा नहीं सकती और ड्राइवर साहब ने गाड़ी रोकी और ये लड़कियां जो हैं बहुत ही मुस्कुराते हुए बाहर मौसम का मज़ा लेने के लिए ये बाहर जा रही हैं. Here you can find the Bollywood Indian cinema banner. Here the acceptance of the parties should be given, as I said, by words spoken or by words written. On my left hand side you can find an old man. He is making an offer by words spoken with the help of media. He is giving an open offer to all those people who are interested in acting in Bollywood movies. This producer is going to produce a movie called The Warriors of COVID-19 and he is in search of the new actors. So those who are interested can come down to his studio and can give the audition. And you can find a new actor receiving the prize based on the announcement which is made by the producer. Then, as I said, that contract, to make a contract, acceptance can be given by words spoken or by words written. Here you can see the old man drafting the letter and sending the postcard. Then these are all the acceptance which are given by the parties by words spoken or by words written. Here you can see that a boy is proposing a girl with a rose flower and the girl is feeling shy and she is running inside. It means she has given her acceptance by her implied act of feeling shy. If someone is feeling shy on seeing you, it means they are giving their acceptance to you. The boy has come down to propose the girl with the consent of their old parents. So when he has accepted, when he has given the proposal to the woman and when she has accepted, they both got married. Now, essentials of a valid acceptance. So the following are the essential elements of a valid acceptance. Acceptance must be absolute and unconditional. The first point. Second one is acceptance should be expressed in usual or as per the prescribed mode or manner. Acceptance should be made within a reasonable time. Acceptance should be made before revocation of an offer. Acceptance must be communicated to the offerer, or mental acceptance is no acceptance. The first point, acceptance must be absolute and unconditional. Dear viewers, when you are making an acceptance, see that your acceptance should be absolute. It should not have any condition. If you are putting any condition to the offer, then that offer gets cancelled and a new offer arises, which is called as a counter offer. Counter offer is an offer which brings the original offer to its end. If you are adding some condition, your original offer gets collapsed and a new contract comes into an existence. Here the landmark case is Hyde versus Wrench. My left hand side person is the defendant and the right hand side person is the petitioner. Petitioner are the people who file case in the court of लॉ, जो पहले कोर्ट में जाके दरखास्त करता है केस की, उस व्यक्ति को हम पिटिशनर कहते हैं। जो केस दाखिल करता है उसे हम पिटिशनर कहते हैं और जिसके ऊपर केस डाला गया है उसको हम डिफेंडेंट कहते हैं। तो यहाँ पर हाइड वर्सेस केस का मैंने एग्जाम्पल लिया है। व्रेंच जो है अपना खेत अपने मित्र को $1000 में बेचना चाहते हैं और इन्होंने अपने मित्र के सामने प्रस्ताव रखा कि हाइड, क्या तुम मेरा खेत 1000 पाउंड्स में खरीदोगे? व्रेंच ने कहा कि हाँ, मैं तुम्हारा खेत खरीदूंगा, मगर 1000 पाउंड्स में नहीं, 1000 पाउंड्स में नहीं, बल्कि 950 पाउंड्स में खरीदूंगा। यहाँ पर व्रेंच ने हाइड को एक ऑफ़र दिया और उस ऑफ़र में हाइड ने जो है एक कंडीशन डाली कि मैं तुम्हारा खेत खरीदूंगा, मगर 1000 पाउंड्स में नहीं बल्कि 950 पाउंड्स में खरीदूंगा। यहाँ पर जो ऑफ़र व्रेंच ने हाइड को दिया वो ऑफ़र में एक कंडीशन लगने के बाद वो ऑफ़र जो है काउंटर ऑफ़र की तरह बदल जाता है। तो यहाँ पर जो है ओरिजिनल ऑफ़र कोलैप्स हो गया और एक नया ऑफ़र आ गया। नया ऑफ़र ये है कि मैं तुम्हारा खेत खरीदूंगा मगर 950 पाउंड्स में ही खरीदूंगा। इस ऑफ़र को व्रेंच ने ठुकरा दिया और जब व्रेंच ने इस ऑफ़र को ठुकरा दिया तो हाइड जाकर क्या करता है, कोर्ट में केस दाखिल करता है कि ये व्यक्ति जो है मुझे अपना खेत बेचना चाहता था 1000 पाउंड में, मैंने इसे कहा कि मैं तुम्हारा खेत खरीदूंगा 950 रुपये में, मगर ये देने के लिए मना कर रहा है। अब मैं इसका खेत 1000 रुपये में खरीदूंगा, ये प्रस्ताव भी मैं इसके सामने रख रहा हूँ, मगर ये इस प्रस्ताव को भी अस्वीकार कर रहा है। So it means what? When the counter offer is made, original offer gets collapsed. You are not supposed to accept the original offer. So the court dismisses the case saying that it is not an offer, in fact it is a counter offer which has put an end to the original offer. Now Mr. Wrench is not bound to sell his farm to Mr. Hyde. Then comes acceptance should be expressed in usual or as per the prescribed mode or manner. भैया जिस मोड में आपको एक्सेप्टेंस देने के लिए कहा गया है उसी मोड में आपको अपना एक्सेप्टेंस देना चाहिए। Here there is a case called Ellison versus Hench. Here Ellison makes an offer to Mr. Hench saying that I am interested to buy wheat flour from you provided if you reply me through the vehicle. So here instead of sending the acceptance of supplying the wheat flour through the Wagoner, Mr. Hench, he sends his acceptance through the speedy mode of acceptance, through the speedy mode of transportation, that is through the postcard. Unfortunately, the postcard has reached at a later date before the Ellison has rejected the offer. Then acceptance should be made within a reasonable time. Bhaiya, when acceptance is given to you, when an offer is made to you, you are supposed to give your acceptance within a reasonable time. If you do not give your acceptance within a reasonable time, the offer gets winded up, the offer gets closed, and even if you give your acceptance, that acceptance will not be accepted. I will give you one example. Let us assume that I am having a dairy booth. So when I am having a dairy booth, n number of buffaloes I am having, so I have made an offer to the public at large saying that you can purchase milk from me before 9 a.m. After 9 a.m., I am going to supply the milk to the restaurants, to the hotels, to the sweet shops, etc. Because milk is a perishable commodity, it gets spoiled. So दूध जो है 3-4 घंटे के सिवा ज़्यादा देर तक उसे रखा नहीं जा सकता क्योंकि दूध फट जाता है। तो जब आप अपनी स्वीकृति मुझे प्रदान कर रहे हैं, जितना समय आपको दिया गया है उस समय में आपको अपनी स्वीकृति मुझे प्रदान करनी पड़ेगी। सो आई कैन नॉट स्टोर माई मिल्क आफ्टर 9 AM. So if you give your acceptance to me before 9 AM, then only I will give the milk to you, otherwise I will not give the milk to you. So acceptance should be made within a reasonable period of time. The fourth thing is acceptance should be made before revocation of offer. You have to give your acceptance before the offer is revocated. After the offer is revocated, and if you give your acceptance, then this acceptance is not accepted because the offer is taken back. The fifth one is acceptance must be communicated to the offerer, or mental acceptance is no acceptance. When you are accepting the offer which is made by the other party, you have to communicate that you have accepted the proposal. Simply keeping your acceptance in mind will not result in acceptance. Here I have given the case law Falthus versus Bindley. Here this case belongs to the year 1862. In the picture you can see two people sitting together and speaking certain things, and you can find the horse which is running. So here, dear viewers, Falthus versus Bindley. Falthus is an uncle who makes a proposal to his nephew saying that I am interested to purchase your horse, and if you don't respond me, I will think that you are agreeing my proposal and you are going to sell your horse to me. The nephew goes home and he tells to his servant saying that you can auction all the horses, any horse in our control other than this horse which is chosen by my uncle. So his person got confused and he has even auctioned the horse which was chosen by his uncle. Now the uncle cannot file a case against his nephew because his nephew has not given his acceptance. So mental acceptance is no acceptance. If he has given his acceptance either by words spoken or by words written, it would have resulted in a valid acceptance. So dear viewers, in our today's class we have discussed about the meaning of acceptance and the essential elements of a valid acceptance and to whom the acceptance has to be given. So we discussed that when a person to whom the offer is made signifies his assent thereto, the offer is said to have been accepted. Once the offer is made, it becomes a promise. If you have given your acceptance, it means you are agreeing by the terms which are given to you by the offerer. You are willing to be bound by the offer which is made by the other party to you. Then we have discussed about to whom the acceptance has to be given. Dear viewers, acceptance has to be given only to the person who has made us the offer, not to the other persons. Those who have given us the proposal, we have to give our acceptance only to that person. For this, I have given you a live example of Rana Pratap and Padmini, where Rana Pratap has proposed Padmini and for which Padmini has to give the acceptance, not their family members, because it is Padmini who has to lead the life with Rana Pratap. Then we discussed about the kinds of acceptance. The acceptance can be given either by words spoken or by the implied. Acceptance is also accepted here. Acceptance can be given either by words spoken or written or by the body languages, which are called as implied acceptance. Then we discussed about the essentials of a valid acceptance, which has 5 important elements. Acceptance must be absolute and unconditional. You are not supposed to put any conditions to the contract, and if you put the conditions, it results in counter offer. Then acceptance should be expressed in usual or as per the prescribed mode or manner. In whatever mode the offerer makes you the offer and puts you a condition that you should respond him in the prescribed manner, you should respond him in that manner only. You should not deviate the mode of acceptance. Then acceptance should be made within a reasonable time, means a time limit is given to you and you are supposed to discuss about, you are supposed to give your approval within the specified period of time. Then acceptance should be made before revocation of an offer. You have to give your acceptance before the offer is revoked. If the offer is revoked, if the offer is taken back, if the offer is cancelled, and if you give your acceptance, it makes no sense. Then acceptance must be communicated to the offerer. Mental acceptance is no acceptance. भैया मन की बात अगर मन में रखोगे तो आपका काम नहीं बनेगा. यदि आपको अपनी स्वीकृति अगले व्यक्ति को प्रदान करनी है तो आपको आपकी स्वीकृति उस व्यक्ति के सामने व्यक्त करनी पड़ेगी. You have to express your acceptance before the person. This we have discussed in our today's class, and we have taken few examples and a few case losses. This is Tulja Bhavani signing once again. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.